Oh yeah, what's up all my Jaguars out there? You know who I am. Ralph Jaguar is back with another epic one. And welcome to another epic episode of Ralph's Universe, the Reboot. Let's do it. Okay, Jaguars, I finally got it. I finally got the report that you all have been waiting for. The full epic card of this year's WrestleMania 29. You know, for the year 2013. And here it is. As you can see here, it's going to be on April 7th on 2013 in the New York Center of New Jersey. That's right, it is WrestleMania. And there is a whole lot of hype over this one, Jaguars. Because I have been watching World Wrestling Entertainment for quite some time now. But you all already know that. And I really have a feeling that this year's WrestleMania is going to be so mother effing epic. So it's going to be a real long night with a lot of epic matches. Uh-oh, there goes that word again. So mother effing epic. And you know what the main event for this event will be. That's right. It's going to be The Rock putting the WWE title on the line against the C Nation leader John Cena. But before we get into that matchup, let's talk about the other epic matches that will be at this year's WrestleMania. For starters, it will be the Machine, the Unstoppable Machine, Ryback, taking on the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. I guess we can say that Mark Henry has been on a roll as of late, you know, doing his usual thing of jumping people from behind and beating them down. And recently, you know, Mark Henry has made transgressions against Ryback. And originally, I guess that it was supposed to be Ryback, you know, teaming up with Sheamus and Randy Orton to take on the Shield. But since Mark Henry was making transgressions and attacking Ryback on like maybe one or two occasions, that's when the advisor for, you know, SmackDown's general manager, Theodore R. Long, made an announcement. You know, he came up on Raw and he said that at this year's WrestleMania, Ryback will be going one-on-one with Mark Henry. Yeah. You know what? This will be some match right here. The Unstoppable Ryback going up against the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. I really feel like Ryback is going to win this one. Okay, now these two teams right here, you know, or should I say these two groups, because Dolph Ziggler and Big E Langstrom, you know, they haven't really teamed up that much. Although Langstrom has been interfering in Dolph Ziggler's matches in order to help him win. And also And we all know that also, AJ Lee has been interfering in Dolph Ziggler's matches as well. But I remember about a week ago that Daniel Bryan did go one-on-one with Dolph Ziggler, with Big E Langstrom and AJ Lee at his ringside. It was on the WWE's news show, Saturday Morning Slam. And it was Daniel Bryan who won the match. And no, that was not a major upset at all. And no, Daniel Bryan did not get lucky. I mean, he just straight up won, and that's it. Now, if Dolph Ziggler wants to sit here and cry about it, okay, he can do that. I mean, that's what he does anyway. But, let's not forget that Dolph Ziggler is still Mr. Money in the Bank. That's right, he has not, cashed that in yet. But at this year's WrestleMania, it will be Team Hell-No putting their titles, putting their championship belts on the line against Big E Langstrom and Dolph Ziggler. And of course, AJ Lee. Yeah, that nutcase is going to be in their corner. And this is, and we all know that this is very rare, right? Because so far, all that I have seen Big E Langstrom do is jump people from behind and beat them down. I have yet to see Big E Langstrom, get into the ring and face someone head up. Of course, he was in the NXT competition, but now it's time for him to get into the ring and face an opponent that will see him coming. So that's right. It will be my boys, Kane and Daniel Bryan, putting their tag team belts on the line. The name of that team is Hell-No. And they'll be going up against Dolph Ziggler and Big E Langstrom. Because I got to tell you, this team of Daniel Bryan and Kane, together they're known as Team Hell-No. I'm really liking this team. So yeah, these are my boys right here, Kane and Daniel Bryan. This is one hell of a team. And yes, pun is intended. And intended very well too. And you know this. Okay, let's discuss another great match that will be at this year's WrestleMania. It will be The Undertaker defending his streak against CM Punk. And we all know about the sad and tragic news about Paul Bearer, recently passing away. They have not announced, how he passed away, but Paul Bearer is no longer with us, and that is really sad, man. And yeah, I am upset about this because, I am a fan of Paul Bearer as well as The Undertaker and Kane. And within the storylines of the WWE, of course, CM Punk has really been disrespecting this whole thing, most definitely by stealing Paul Bearer's urn and just trying to piss off The Undertaker, because we all know that The Undertaker is still undefeated at WrestleMania. That's right. So far, no one has been able to break that streak. But this year, CM Punk will attempt to do that, because we all know that CM Punk failed to first get back the WWE title, and then he failed to get into the main event of WrestleMania. So this is CM Punk's new plan on getting into the spotlight by pissing off the Undertaker, and you know that that is not a good idea. What in the world is he thinking? You do not piss off the Undertaker. Come on, CM. Get some sense into your godforsaken head. And you know what? I gotta tell you, man. When it comes to WrestleMania, there is something about this pay-per-view event unlike any other, especially when it comes to The Undertaker. Because at this WrestleMania, this is when The Undertaker is at his best. This is when The Undertaker is really powerful. His prowess is really undescribable. And that is why I really feel like The Undertaker will win at this year's WrestleMania as well as the others. So at WrestleMania 29, there's no doubt about it. CM Punk will get his. In the end. Alright, Jaguars. This right here will be another epic matchup at WrestleMania. We got the big bad boogeyman Brock Lesnar taking on the King of Kings, the Game, the COO Triple H. And you know that these two have been battling each other for a while now. And this match came about because of what Brock Lesnar did to, Vince McMahon. Because of Brock Lesnar, Vince McMahon had to have, hip replacement surgery. And Triple H came back to the ring simply because of this situation right here. And that weasel, Paul Heyman, wanted to add in a special stipulation. He said, and it says that if Triple H loses and if Brock Lesnar wins, then Triple H must retire from the ring. That's right. So it looks like Triple H's wrestling career is on the line here. I'll tell you, this was already an intense match. It was already going to be brutal. But now there is added incentive here, and a lot is on the line. Most definitely for the Game. You know that he wants major payback because of what Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman has been doing to the McMahon family. But now there's a stipulation. If Triple H loses, then he cannot step into the ring again. Ah, boy. So, who is going to win this matchup? Because Brock Lesnar has already broken Triple H's arm twice before. Will there be a third time? No, I don't think so. Alright. Jack Swagger won the Elimination Chamber, and therefore he is the #1 contender to the World Heavyweight Championship. And at this year's WrestleMania, Zeb Coulter will be in the corner of Jack Swagger. And of course, Rodriguez will be in the corner of Alberto Del Rio, the defending champion. Yeah, there is a feud going on here, and we all know about that. And we also know about the parody video that Alberto Del Rio and Rodriguez made for Jack Swagger and Zeb Coulter. making all these claims about illegal immigrants coming into the country and all that. Oh, jeez. Zip culture really has to go there? Are you kidding me on this? Jeez. So who is my pick to win this match? Isn't it pretty obvious? I'm going to go with Alberto Del Rio on this one. Because it seems to me like, yeah, Jack Swagger does seem to be a little bit more different this time, more focused and at the top of his game, and that's all good. But there just seems to be too many gimmicks, on his side. Yeah, all these outrageous comments and allegations from him and Zip Culture. I mean, that's all they're bringing to the table. So, I mean, what do you think is going to happen at the end of this matchup? Jeez. Okay, now, let's talk about what's going to happen on the night just before WrestleMania 29. That's right. This legend right here will be inducted into the class of 2013, the WWE Hall of Fame. The five-time WCW champion, WWE SmackDown's general manager, Booker T. He will be inducted into the Hall of Fame, and rightfully so. For a long time now, Booker T has given the WWE Universe a lot of great and epic matches. He has been doing, a heck of a job here. In fact, Booker T is therefore, Booker T definitely deserves to be in the WWE Hall of Fame. So congratulations to the five-time WCW champion and general manager of SmackDown, Booker T. Oh yeah. Okay, Jaguars and fans, mainly known as the WWE Universe. This right here is the big, gigantic, epic main event of WrestleMania 29 for the year 2013. The C Nation leader, the Doctor of Thugonomics, our resident Superman, John Cena, will go one-on-one with the Great One, the Brahma Bull, the People's Champion. The Rock. Of course, The Rock is the WWE Champion, and he will be putting that WWE title on the line on this year's mega big pay-per-view event, WrestleMania. This right here has got to be the most epic rematch ever. And these two combatants right here will make this match so epic. I don't even have to stress to you how important this one is, because we all know that this match right here is so mother effing epic. Last year, They, they not only stole the whole show, but they tore the roof off. I mean, they really wrecked this place. And now they're going to do it again. It's John Cena and The Rock going at it again, tooth and nail, head to head, ripping each other apart and just outright battling for this. This is part Dukes of The Rock versus John Cena. Or John Cena versus The Rock. It doesn't matter how you say it. You know what's going on here. So it doesn't really effing matter. But this time it is for that prestigious belt right there. The WWE Championship, the newly designed one, introduced by the Brahma Bull himself, The Rock. Now for John Cena, this is not only a shot at the WWE title, but it is also a shot at redemption. Because like I said before, you know, last year's epic battle was really brutal, epic, great, monumental, and eventful, all rolled into one. Perhaps the greatest match in the history of the WWE. But however, you know, it was The Rock that won the match. And that is why John Cena is seeing this as a shot at redemption. A shot to right the wrong that happened. And of course we all know what happened after that match. John Cena, okay, he was kind of in a slump, but you know, not really. But with the help of, you know, Edge's pep talk, if you want to call it that, he got John Cena fired up. John Cena, he fought back, bounced back. He won a lot more matches. And then, of course, he won this year's Royal Rumble. He put down CM Punk. And now, here he is. John Cena is getting yet another shot at the WWE title, but more importantly, a shot at redemption. Of course, The Rock, he also put down CM Punk and turned away his BS, you know, plot. But now these two are gonna face each other again. And you know what? And once again, I am in another tough spot. Because you know that I am a fan of both of these guys right here. You know, of course, The Rock. I am a longtime fan of the People's Champion. I watch all of his movies and stuff. You all know that. But I'm also a fan of John Cena. And it's not just me, Jaguars. I know that a lot of other people are in this same situation that I am in. We don't know who, and I mean we do not know who the heck to pick for this matchup. Who the heck is going to win this match? Who? Who is going to win this match right here that will be so mother effing epic? Just who is going to win this effing match right here and become the new WWE champion and get their shot at redemption? Because you know that's what John Cena wants. Damn. This is a tough spot right here, people. I'm looking into the eyes of The Rock, and it looks to me like the People's Champion is in the best shape ever. Because you've never seen The Rock like this. The focus, the determination is all there. But then I'm looking into the eyes of John Cena. And you know what? You know that I've been watching John Cena for a long time. I have seen this man in numerous battles and numerous confrontations and tough spots. And right now I'm looking into the eyes of John Cena, and I have never seen the C-Nation leader like this before. He's got the fire in his eyes, and not to mention his whole effing body. I'm telling you, the man is focused. And when I say the man is focused, I'm talking about John Cena. Of course, The Rock is also focused too. Because I'm not going to take anything away from The Rock. But John Cena, he seems to be focused too. Fired up and ready to go. Because I'll be honest with you, Jaguars, I really do not know what to think about this match. Yeah, I'm in a real tough spot. And I'm sure that there's a lot of other people out there who feel the same way I do. Because it's obvious the only safe thing to do is just to get into that neutral corner. Because The Rock has a legion of fans, and so does John Cena. Okay, maybe The Rock has just a little bit more fans than John Cena does. But I really do not feel like that's going to be the determining factor of this matchup right here. Or is it? So who is going to win this epic match right here? This rematch of all rematches. The most anticipated rematch ever in the WWE. The Rock putting the WWE title on the line against John Cena. The guy that is looking not only to get the belt, but also his shot at redemption. To right that effing wrong that happened last year. Who's going to win this match, damn it? There's only one way to find out. Let's do it. So there you have it, Jaguars and fans of the WWE Universe. Damn. Now so far, that is 6 great matches. 6 epic matches that's going to make up this monumental pay-per-view event known as Wrestle Mania, presented by World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE for short. Now there is another match that we are not sure about, or at least that I'm not sure about. It's supposed to be the 6-man tag match. It's supposed to be Randy Orton teaming up with Sheamus to take on that trio of the Shield. Now I'm just wondering, because of what's been happening, should the Big Show team up with Randy Orton and Sheamus to take on the Shield? That I don't know. So I guess we'll have to wait and find out for the next episode of Monday Night Raw. But right here is 6 great matches that's going to make up this momentous, monumental, and epic pay-per-view event known as WrestleMania. Yeah, this is going to be one heck of a night. Yeah, forget the Super Bowl and forget the World Series and all that stuff. This is WrestleMania. And it does not get any better than this. But hey, what did you expect? This is the WWE we're talking about here. There is nothing that can beat this one, and you know this. It's going to be on April 7th of 2013, NYNJ, WWE, Wrestle Mania 29. Let's do it. Peace out. Till the next episode. Oh!